Have you ever walked down the streets of New York City and seen the rolling shop gates that slide up and down to signal opening and closing time? Or how about just at the mall when the stores that are about to close and the metal gate is partially pulled down? Have you ever stopped to think about the significance of that rolling metal shop gate? The way it signals business, materialism, and just the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives? In B for Bapu by Atul Dodaya, a metal roller shutter guard to a shop hinders the viewer from completely seeing a serene, content portrait of Gandhi sipping soup. The roller shutter guard is significant because it reflects the commercialism of recent India. It interferes with Gandhi's teachings of anti-materialism and peace because commercialism involves corruption and decay. Atul Dodaya was born in Mumbai, India, and currently lives and works there. His paintings are populated by diverse traditions in painting, the written word, images from media and of saints, legends, national history, political events, trauma, and autobiographical narratives. This can be seen in his work because along the top of the roller shutter gate there is a protruding hutch that has the words B for Bapu spelled out in thick block letters, which again reinforces the use of the written word. Atul came into prominence in 1999 with his series on Mahatma Gandhi, where the painter sought to reconstruct images from a forgotten biography of the leader. Says Atul, there was a strong sense of aesthetics running through Gandhi's life, whether it is khadi, which is homespun fabric, his choice of dress, the architecture of the Sabarmati ashram, fasting, non-cooperation, or the charka, which is the wheel used for spinning yarn. He had a fine artistic way of doing things. His images do the storytelling as he goes along. Reality affects his sensibilities to a great extent, and therefore his art. As a young boy whose family came from Saurashtra, Gandhi was an intimate part of Atul's boyhood. While in school, Atul read his autobiography in the original Gujarati and was awed by his passion for truth and nonviolence, his clarity, and his patriotism. Atul used to draw Gandhi quite often as a kid. After that, Atul began to study Gandhi and began to reflect on his lean body with visible ribs. It revealed his struggle to win independence. For whom was Gandhi fasting? For another human being? For humanity itself? Atul had heard from his father about the tremendous fire and idealism that had seized the nation during the independence struggle. Also, Gandhi's simplicity was so much in contrast with the consumerist lifestyle of today. There are images of Gandhi everywhere. Every second street is named after him. His face is on stamps, on currency, in government offices, but his spirit is nowhere, according to Atul. So how does Atul incorporate Gandhi into his works of art? This is what we will discuss next. His work draws from many diverse traditions, says Radhika Venkatraman, who is the program assistant at the Asia Society in Mumbai. It makes use of the written word, images from global art history, the media, from ancient and modern legends, and his own autobiographical narratives. It's at once aggressive and poetic. Some of the most destructive blasts in India's history and the trauma from events such as the 1993 Bombay bombings continue to manifest in his work 2 decades later, such as in his iconic shutter paintings, which were inspired by the views of the city's previously bustling small businesses locked down in fear of religious persecution and violence. This idea can also be seen in B for Bapu, specifically with the shutter gate that is partially closed. The significance of the gate being partially closed is that it represents the fear of people in their everyday lives. Gandhi is partially obscured from view due to this fear. His ideas of peace are not as prominent in the face of corruption in India. Because Gandhi stood for the opposite of the persecution, violence, and decay in society Atul witnessed, Atul juxtaposed these two ideas. Using the rolling shop gate and B for Bapu, which symbolized terror and commercialism, as a barrier between us and Gandhi, who symbolized tolerance, nonviolence, and peace, A tool creates a piece of art that is moving and thought-provoking. Okay, so what's the bottom line? Bottom line is that Atul Dodaya creates artwork that is both historically significant and currently relevant through his own experiences and the experiences of others around him. In B for Bapu, a metal roller shutter guard to a shop hinders the viewer from completely seeing a serene, content portrait of Gandhi sipping soup. The roller shutter guard is significant because it reflects the commercialism of recent India. It interferes with Gandhi's teachings of anti-materialism and peace because commercialism involves corruption and decay. It is a piece of art that prompts the viewer to consider daily nature, the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives, and the intense focus on materialism, in contrast to the teachings of Gandhi of simplicity and harmony. So what do you think? Is the tool correct in how he conveys current culture in relation to Gandhi's teachings? I hope you have some good information to answer these questions, but as always, feel free to email me if you have any questions. Thanks for listening in this week. Until next time, folks.